In today's video, we're going to be talking about the super duper top secret Mendota Rig, which in my experience, most anglers don't seem to even know about. How you making, folks? My name is Vinny, and this channel is all about just fishing and hunting and doing the outdoor thing. Now, up until recently, I had never heard of a Mendota Rig. A buddy of mine was like, "Hey man, I got an idea. You should do a video on the Mendota Rig." I said, "What? What the heck's a Mendota Rig? You making that up?" So I did my little research, got on Amazon, found the kit, and tested it out. Did some little underwater tests, and I kind of like it. It's got this nice sleek vertical design, kind of torpedoes down through the water. Really good for if you're fishing on like heavy lilies or heavy vegetation. And if you're fishing and it lands on top of the lilies, and you can just pull it right till it gets to that hole, and you just let it drop, and that sucker will go straight down. Unlike the Texas rig, if you're throwing your traditional, conventional Texas rig, and it lands on top of the lilies, you get to that hole, and that weight's got to go first. And sometimes that weight will either land on a branch or a lily like that. Your weight's going to go down and your soft plastic will stay. You can always put a bobber stop on there to prevent that. But then your lure still has to double back on the line as it goes down. It's kind of a reverse Texas rig, but I'm going to start off by breaking this thing down, showing you how it rigs up. So before we go any further, if you are into fishing and or the whole hunting thing, you might want to hit that subscribe button because we got some pretty awesome content coming up. I got this in like a little kit off of Amazon. I'll leave everything in the link in the description below if you want to check them out. So obviously the first thing you notice with this thing is the weight is at the bottom of the rig. And how they achieve that is I'm going to pull this hook out, and then I'm going to pull the weight out, and you'll see that this weight has a little point where you can stab through the back of your soft plastic, and it has a hole that's wide enough for your hook and your barb to fit through. Like so. Oh, nope. There we go. Nope. Like that. So the kit that I got off of Amazon came with these Mendota Rig weights, as well as like this 5/0 swim bait hook. So the way you're going to want to rig this up is basically just upside down of how you normally would rig it. You take your soft plastic. I'm going to put this little screw lock into the nose of the soft plastic. Like that. I'm just going to twist him on there. So now before I stick the hook through the back end of the soft plastic, I'm going to take our Mendota weight and I'm going to stick it in there all the way up to the weight itself. So now we're just going to stab the hook through the soft plastic and into that hole that was in the weight. And that is going to hold that weight on there. So you can see you can pull it. It ain't going anywhere. And then I'm going to tuck my point right back in to the soft plastic to make it weedless. Just like that. Another thing I like about it is when you're fishing it through the water on the bottom, it kind of stays upright and vertical, just like a shaky head or a Ned rig would. So again, I'll leave a link in the description below, but I picked these up on Amazon. This was $15. The company is C2C Bait Company. So the pack I picked up came with actually 3 little packs, each one having a hook and 3 weights. And all 3 are the different sizes. I got the 1/4 ounce, the 5/16, and the 1/2 ounce. They also sell a skirted weight where the skirt is actually tied on to the weight. So when you put it on the end of the craw, there'll be a little skirt dangling right there at the bottom, make it more like a jig. They also sell for $9. You can get the craw that C2C makes that's designed specifically for this rig. It comes with the 3 soft plastics, the hook, and 1 weight for $9. So if you want to try it out with what you already have in your tackle box before you go out and buy one of those rigs, what you can do is if you have one of these teardrop weights right here with a big enough hole for your hook to fit through, you can just use either a worm hook or a swim bait hook and just do the same thing. Just start off in the front of that crawfish's head, come down, you can stick that weight right there in the bottom, just shove that circle up in there. Now of course the ring on this one isn't big enough for me to do it all the way, but you know, if you got a weight that's big enough, give it a shot. But that's pretty much all I have for the Mendota Rig. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, please hit that thumbs up button and let me know in the comments below if you've heard of the Mendota Rig before I made this little video. But anyway guys, till next time, get outdoors, do some fishing, and don't be afraid to try something new. You might like it.